You ever wonder when you started waking up, becoming enlightened, or having a new realization? I kind of remember mine. Well, I should say I can do better than that. I really remember mine. This July, it's 2009, January 24th, by the way, 2009 today. I've been here 3 years, January. I remember about 2.5 years ago, something really extraordinary happened that was so profound it literally made me sick for a lot of days. The ground started shaking so bad that I thought I was experiencing my first earthquake, and I was in Indiana. I know people in California got to be laughing. But I've never been in an earthquake, and I wouldn't know what it was like to be in one other than I assumed the obvious. Well, the ground shook so much that I had to jump out of bed and get to a computer right away to find out if I was in fact experiencing my first earthquake. Coincidentally, or was it? When I got on there, you remember about 3 years ago when all those earthquakes were happening in Tibet and China and Ecuador and Brazil and wherever. There's thousands of earthquakes happening every day, I know that. But it's as though that when I went to that computer, there was in fact an earthquake. And it happened again the next night when I went to bed, that the bed shook so violently that I thought again. And the third, and the fourth, and the eighth, and the ninth, and the 12th night. And every night there was a significant earthquake. By this time, the ground was shaking now almost every day for me. It made me mad. It raised my anxiety. It's kind of like not being able to get off a roller coaster ride and you got mad that the guy wouldn't turn it off. You definitely got your quarter's worth, but come on, man, we're talking days and weeks worth now at this point. I'm getting mad. As I became more and more aware, other people became aware that I was aware. I saw Christmas tree lights shaking and no one else did. I saw things moving and falling over that no one else seemed to see. What's going on that nobody's seeing it? People looked at me like it was me that was going nuts. And I'm too powerful of a person to be going nuts. I possess superhuman strength. I'm not the kind of person that needs to go nuts. It was strange, even when I left the state, knowingly, so that I could see if the ground was shaking, if there was an industrial reason. I went to other states just to see if their ground was shaking, and yes, their ground was shaking. I was having dreams of how fast it was shaking. I was seeing the mechanism that it was taking to make the earth shake. I was seeing things that I can't even explain and feeling things I don't know anything about. I can talk about those images. I can draw them. I can see the speed. I could see the direction of the rotation of the object that caused to make the earth shake. Am I going nuts? I'm eventually, on one of my many visits to Asheville, North Carolina, I was privileged to sit in a book signing for Greg Braden at Malaprop's bookstore to find out that what happened to me was one of the most profound cases he'd had heard of. It was called the Schumann resonance. Why did I feel that? He didn't reveal why I did, but I now know. For whatever reason, I was set aside not to feel, or I guess to feel the resonance. In other words, why didn't I ever feel it before? Because I, like everyone else, is vibrating to the same frequency as the earth. If we're all vibrating at the same rate, everything you look at, from your cat, your dog, to your plant, to your foot, to your finger, how would you know you were shaking if everything is shaking in unison? It's as though everything is supporting you in that shaking. So I never knew it. But why was I not shaking in unison with you and the cat and the Christmas tree lights and the rest of the earth. Why was I set aside for that moment? That moment lasted for months, by the way. I don't know why. And I know I'm not the only one. But it was definitely a gateway to some incredible things that came through that portal of awareness that I've now come through. Am I all the way through? Oh no. I'm far enough in now into this portal of reality and awareness to know that I barely resemble the person who I thought I was. I can tell you that it's led to extraordinary beingness, awareness, and really into this now. I still feel the shaking at times. Sometimes it lasts for 20 minutes, sometimes an hour. I used to feel it every morning when I woke up in Asheville for at least 2 to 3 hours until I integrated. Maybe some people call it grounding. Oh, everybody's got a word for it. Some of it's really airy-fairy too. I can just tell you it made me sick. I didn't care what word somebody gave it. It just made me sick. It literally made me sick to my stomach. I couldn't sleep. Too many people have too many words to say. I don't know if they've ever felt Schumann resonance. They sure talk like they have, don't they? I don't know if you've seen ghosts or UFOs. But if you believe you, I believe in the idea that you believe you. I want to hear you. I may not be able to conceive that idea, and I don't want to say I won't believe you, but I do want to say, show me what you see. I don't have to understand what you see. I don't have to agree with what you see. But I really like the idea that you're seeing it. Teach me. Show me. Let's agree that you saw what you saw. Because aren't we all divinely entitled to be ourselves? To see what we see? To feel what we feel without somebody telling us you can't feel that way, that you have to feel this way so we'll like you? A templated way, a religious template, an intellectual structural template, a family template, a business template, acting like an attorney, an age template, acting your age, a gender template, stop acting like this. Are you getting tired of hearing about everybody telling you what to do and what to see and what to believe? I like this water. It's so relaxing. Think about the template it's following. It's definitely not holding a shape, but it's definitely holding its integrity and being itself. It's not asking for permission. Just give it a way to flow and it's going to. There's so much in just the simple subtleties of things. I like that. Anyway, thanks for listening. I've got lots more ideas to talk about. I'd like to hear some of yours. Bye-bye.